Day 276, Cameron Beach Yard. I'm going to assume that if you're watching this and you have no idea what I mean, what I'm referring to when I say Cameron Beach Yard. And I also, for the longest time, had no idea what or where this place was. I'm going to tell you in a second just how important and pretty cool this place is. But this is a place that I crossed sometimes 4 times a day. I grew up less than half a mile from this place. It's located across the street from Balboa Park BART station in the Excelsior, part of the southern strip of San Francisco, really close to the main campus of City College on Geneva Avenue. So, what is Cameron Beach Yard? Cameron Beach Yard is where they store, maintain, and clean San Francisco's historic vintage streetcar fleet. To my knowledge, at this point in time, as of the recording of this video, the only streetcar line that regularly runs these historic cars is the F train, which is the one that goes from the Castro to Fisherman's Wharf. It's actually one of the only lines that takes you all the way out to like Pier 39. And it was named, I think, the Geneva Yard. And Cameron Beach was an SFMTA board member and huge transit activist, advocate, so they decided to name it after him. The streetcars, which come from all over the world, I've seen Milan, Italy, I've seen Japan, I've seen Zurich, Switzerland, Melbourne, Australia, Washington, D.C., Chicago, etc. I'll link the video if I'm able to this one, but I made a whole other video just about the F train, and there's a lot of overlapping content, obviously, but there's a lot of really cool facts about the streetcars. Again, not to be confused with the cable cars, and that's actually where I'll begin this bit of history. So then Mayor Dianne Feinstein one summer decided, or I said, began this push, this effort to begin collecting streetcars from all around the world. And if I'm not mistaken, it was because that particular summer, the cable cars were not running, they weren't being maintained, and so she wanted to do something else for all the tourists. And it became such a big attraction that they kept coming back, if I believe, only during the summer. And then, as of right now, I don't want to say that's been the case for more than 10 years, but they're regular. And some of these streetcars, like I said, they're over 100 years old. It's not the most practical, but tourists love them. It's a treasure that we have. And furthermore, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that San Francisco is the last United States city that runs these historic streetcar lines, or there's a very specific fact of that, because I think New Orleans also has a similar, which, by the way, we also run New Orleans streetcars. And anyway, I'm so excited about this video, as I am about all my videos, but this one in particular, because it's literally a place that I drove by, took the bus by, walked by hundreds of times, and had no idea how awesome and cool this place was. So the final thing that I will say is that if you were to take the F train, which, by the way, that's also one of the only lines that is allowed to go all the way down Market Street. A few bus and transit lines go down Market Street, but the F train is the only metro line that actually goes above ground. In my opinion, it's the prettiest route in San Francisco, bar none, hands down. But with that being said, when you enter the streetcar, usually in the upper left window, there will be the name of the city, and that's the city where that streetcar came from. Again, that's pretty much only for the F train, is where I've seen that. But anyway, that's a little bit about Cameron Beach Yard.